There we go. Recording. Good. Okay. Give it another minute. I think it's the 5 of us. I don't think anyone else is going to come in. I have a feeling. So let's just get on our backs and just begin to breathe and take the breath deep into your body. Okay. So a breath in yoga practice is full of awareness, right? Like you're just aware of that breath. Versus during the day when we usually don't even notice we're breathing. And the wonderful thing about breath awareness is that it automatically calms you. If you become aware of your breath, now let's say your breath is excited and shallow, okay, and you become aware of it. Well, just by being aware of your breath, you're going to slow it down a bit. And then because you do yoga and you know how to bring the breath into a deep, deep, inhale and a deep, deep exhale, you can start doing that and feel the body calm. So just notice your front body rising and falling as you breathe. And bring a sense of peace into your body as you breathe. Softening across your forehead and into your eyes, across your cheekbones, your tongue, your jaw, your neck, your upper back, your arms and your hands, your torso, all across the lower torso, lower back and buttocks, inner thighs, down the legs and your feet. So there it is, just bringing awareness into your body. So bring the legs a little closer so they're about hip distance. Turn the feet in so that they're parallel. And then slowly, well, first of all, put the arms in a nice T-pose position and wiggle your chin to your chest. Now, very slowly, and I mean as slowly as you can, bring the arms up to the ceiling. You're going to notice when you do this really slowly, they feel a lot heavier. Yeah, slow, slow, slow. Now, with the hands about shoulder width apart and the arms about shoulder width apart, very slowly, slow motion, bring the arms overhead. And as you're doing this, notice the opening in your shoulder joints and the stretching up and down your torso. Now reach overhead and now give the toes just the teeniest point, and now a flex, and now a point, and now keep them flexed. Push those heels away from you as you push your fingertips away, chin to the chest, neck is relaxed. Soften everything, drop your arms, palms are up, bend at the elbows. You've got a little cactus arm going here, and let the feet open wide. Breathe here again. Just come inside. Now take the arms coming straight out of the shoulders. If they're not, stay bent at the elbows, palms are up, and begin to turn your head from right to left. Nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Okay, let's see if this is too dark. Okay, I think I just lightened it up by talking. Okay, good. All right, so just a nice back and forth with the head. And next time your head comes to center, keep it there. Take a hold of both sides of your skull with your hands. Fingers are open. Press your fingertips and now the palms of your head into your skull and just feel that bone. Now pick it up off the floor and roll it forward. Chin coming to your chest, neck getting a nice compression here in the throat area. Good for the thyroid. So I should say the front of the neck, the thyroid. It's not the neck muscles we're compressing. All right. Keep the head coming back down to the ground. Open the arms into a T position here. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Flex your right heel. Now flex your left heel. Now push the heels away from you. You're going to feel the tops of your thighs light up. Now draw your belly button down to the ground and slowly, and I mean really slowly, lift the right leg to the ceiling. Grab a hold of the back of it. Bend the elbows to the sides and bring the top of that thigh toward the right side of your torso, opening up your right hamstrings. And release that leg to the ground. Flex both heels. Okay, now arms are still up. Left leg comes up slowly. Grab a hold of it. Intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows to the side, and pull that leg down toward you. Lift your chest and your face off the mat, upper back, I should say, not chest. Now switch legs. Now switch. Now switch. Switch. Keep both legs up at the ceiling. Take a hold of the back of your head. Open the elbows wide. All right. Now look straight up to the ceiling. Flex your heels and push your heels and your face up to the ceiling at the same time. Hip lift and a sit up, right? Upper abdominal work, lower abdominal work at the same time. You're not going to get the heels to get up to the ceiling too much, but you're going to feel the hips rock up off your mat. Exhale when you're up. Inhale when you come back down. All right, bend the knees, pull them apart so that they're over the hips. Open the elbows wide, lift the face closer to the ceiling, draw the lower abdominals down towards your mat. Okay, flex both heels. Send both legs away from you. Now bring them in again. Now we're not moving the chest yet, just the legs. Feel the belly work. Feel the lower back work. If the lower back is hurting, you might want to get the heels up closer to the ceiling, not as close to the ground. Ready? Add the chest. Chest pulls in toward the thighs. Open it up. In and open. There's your crunches. Feel it. Upper and lower abs. Feel it. Here we go. Bring the knees in. Now begin to pulse right at the top. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice, nice pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse and hold. Straighten the right leg. Turn your torso toward the left knee. We're going to do it. Bicycle. One side, and then the next, then the next, 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 next. Hold it here. Pulse right at here. Hold it to the side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Other side. Pulse, 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 pulse. Back to center. Straight legs. Straight legs, both of them. And then you can add the chest coming in if you want to. And head to the ground, knees to the chest. Grab a hold of your shins. Press your thighs into your body. Nice. Now take your feet to the floor, to your mat. Okay. Feet are about hip distance apart and they're parallel. They're parallel as if you have, you know what, you guys? Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring another light here. I have a feeling it's too dark. Can someone, Chris, sorry to make you get up. Can you just unmute and tell me if you can see me when I'm back here? I'm not wearing my glasses. Maybe I'm fine. And can you see me all right? Or do I need
I
more
can
light?
see you. I
You
can see you
can?
fine. Yep.
Okay, cool, cool. It's my vision then. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So thank you very much for that. Okay, feet to the ground. Hope you're with us, Chris. And feet are parallel. All right, pick up all 10 toes, spread them apart. Now, before you let those toes down to your mat, I want you to press large ball mound, small ball mound. And instead of the center of your heels, think about pressing down at 2 points under your heels, one on the right side, one on the left. Now drop the toes, keep them spread, and feel your toe pads hit the mat. Okay, awareness of the feet. Now, turn your palms down, bring your arms out to the side, away from your mat a little bit, but not as far up there as when you have them in a T pose. Okay, now scooch the heels another inch or so towards your buttocks. Lift those toes, spread them out, press them down again. Now, lift your hips just a few inches off your mat. Draw your navel down and curl your tailbone up. You've given yourself a little pelvic tilt, okay? Release that pelvic tilt and feel the lower back drop. Lift with another pelvic tilt. Drop. Okay, it's really subtle. Lift. Drop. Do you feel that? The glutes engage. The upper thighs engage when you do that pelvic lift. Now, pelvic lift here, and now start to bring it up into bridge pose. Now, if you want to walk your shoulder blades closer to get a little higher in your bridge, no problem. Okay. Also, if your feet are too close, you won't get up too high. So they may be a little close if you want to separate them. Now push your hips up toward the ceiling. Now let your hips halfway down. Now push them up to the ceiling and press a big fat pillow between your knees at the same time. Release the pillow, release the hips. Press the pillow, hips come up. Release the pillow, release the hips. Press the hips and leave them up. Pulse at the top. Pulse, pulse, pulse. You're going to feel this. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And open the arms. Spread the shoulder blades apart. And bring it back down slowly. Knees to the chest. Give yourself a nice stretch right here. Cross at the ankles. Flip your feet up to the ceiling. Grab the backs of your thighs. Come up, but don't let your feet touch the ground. Come back. Come up. Don't let your feet touch. Pull your navel back. Come up. Don't let your feet touch. Okay, now uncross your ankles, straighten your legs and straighten your arms and grab onto the bottoms of your thighs. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Nice. Now, ready for this? Bend the knees and bring the chest to the knees and straighten. Chest to the knees, straighten back to where you came. Okay, so boat pose, and we hinge here. Boat pose, and we come together here. Boat pose and hold, hold. Draw your body back, but keep your chest lifted. And release. All right. Coming into seated pose here. And let's just keep opening things up. Okay, so bring your arms out to the sides. Turn your palms back. Pinkies come forward. Draw your arms back. Feel your chest open here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. The fingertips are just off the floor, maybe even touching. Now come forward slowly. Now take your arms in front of you, bring your palms to the ground, walk them forward, drop the elbows to the ground and release. Just roll over here, just roll into your lap. Now breathe deeply enough so that you can open the upper back with your inhales. And just beneath you is your belly. Feel it ballooning. Nice deep breaths here. Walk your hands back toward you. Open your legs in a nice V position. Both heels are flexed. All right, flex both heels. Take the left fingertips in front of you, right fingertips behind you. Draw your navel back and turn your navel toward the right. Now listen up. Take your left hand and grab the outside of your right thigh. Bend your left elbow, push into that thigh and twist a little more. Draw that navel back. Release, bring it back to center. Right fingertips in front of you. Left fingertips come behind you. Draw the navel back. Turn the navel to the left, as far to the left as you can, not just to the leg, right? Even beyond the leg. Now, right hand comes to the side of the left thigh, grabs a hold of it. That elbow stays in close to your body. Push into that thigh, and maybe you can get some more rotation. And bring it back to center. All right, bring your legs together. Okay, a little flexing of the heels. Now bring your fingertips to the ground, walk your hips back, and at the same time you're walking your hips back, you're starting to take your chest and your body forward. All right, so you're starting to scooch into this forward fold as you walk the hips back, and then you just melt onto yourself, okay? And keep the back as straight as you can, as long as you can, and then finally round it, release, just drop into your legs. Breathing here, so you've got the belly kind of tight, right? But you can still bring the breath all the way to the very bottom of the belly. Try it. Nice lower back release, nice leg release. And of course, you don't have to have your knees straight. You can have a bend in your knees. So if your hamstrings are tight, if you bend your knees, you'll actually get more stretch for the lower back with bent knees. All right, now walk your hands up your legs toward your body and bring it into tabletop pose. Looking down at your fingers, middle fingers are making a T with the top of your mat. You're pressing into every single finger and the periphery, the outer edges of your palms. And now you're suctioning your palms. Yeah, just suction them up as you press down. So a lot of activity in the hands. Okay, now close your eyes and I want you to feel this. As you press deeply into your mat, notice how you begin to take that energy up into your arms. And you can even feel it in the biceps and in the triceps just by pushing down like that. Take the left knee just off center, straighten the right leg behind you, flex that heel. Lift the heel a little higher. Now take the right leg out to the side, it's still straight, and begin to make circles with that leg. Little circles, little circles. Yeah. Hey, you can't really get big here. Keep it controlled. Reverse. Send the leg back again. Flex the heel. We're going to bend the knee and we're going to take the nose to the knee under our belly and round our back. Nose to knee, push the leg back. So this is slow and controlled, everyone. Nose to the knee. It just flows and back. Nose to the knee and back. Nose to the knee. Bring it back. Bend that knee, take it to the side again. And now we're going to take thigh to thigh and lift the right knee. So fire hydrants. And you're going to feel this in the outer edge of your right glutes and right thigh. Lift and lower, keep that belly lifted. Nice. Send the leg back again, bend the knee, flex the heel and push it up to the ceiling. Hold your belly and just pulse it up there, small pulses. Okay, again, concentrating in the glutes. And bring that knee down next to the other knee. Send the left leg out and flex the left heel. Push out through that left heel, flex the foot a lot. Lift it a little higher. Take it out to the side and begin to make circles. And reverse. Not easy, right? Send it back again. Flex the heel. Now we're going to bend the knee, take nose to knee underneath you, round up like a cat. Push it back. Round up. Push it back. So keep this moving. And again. And one more. Send it back, flex that heel, make the leg nice and strong. Press into both hands. Don't begin to fall into this. Keep it strong. Bend the knee, take it to the left side, lift the inner thigh, hold it for a moment. Feel that? Thigh to thigh and lift. Thigh to thigh, lift. And lift and lower. Keep it lifted, send it back. Flex the heel, bend the knee, push the heel up to the ceiling, press deeply in your hands. Don't fall. Don't just drip down between those shoulders. Push up into the arms and lift the chest up from the shoulders as you pulse the left heel. And bring it back down. All right, listen up, everyone. Take your legs toward the sides of your mat. Okay, but don't bring your toes together. Feet are going right behind the legs. Okay, now bring your hands forward. So look at your legs. They're actually off your mat, just off your mat, or maybe even just on your mat, barely on the line, on the edge. Now, press your hips back as you walk your hands back. And then see if you can't drop your buttocks between your feet. Now lift up. Now back again. Press. Really stretching those glutes out here. Bring it up. Now take the toes together for cobbler's pose. Bring the knees out to the sides some more. Now press back. A little different here, huh? Okay, now bend your elbows to drop your chest close or possibly even into your mat. Lift up, walk your hands to the left. Okay, your right rib cage begins to really open, as does your right waist. Push down into that right leg. Walk over another tiny little step. Now bend your elbows down to the ground and just drop close to that left leg. Soften the right shoulder. So this is a lateral spinal stretch. As you can tell, we're stretched toward the left side. Right rib cage getting lots of opening here. Those little muscles between your ribs, intercostals. Okay, now get up and walk it to the other side. Okay? Now, if you push into that left leg and begin to draw down, you may even be able to get one more step with the hands or not. And then drop it down. Elbows fall, so does the head. And lift up, take it back to center. Bring your knees in, come into a table pose. Curl your toes. Press your toe pads deeply into the mat. Press your hips back toward your hips. And then sit up and press your hips down towards your heels. Now, if this bothers your feet, don't do it. Do something else. This is really stretching the plantar fascia at the center of the feet and also opening the toes, the joints of the toes. Now bring your hands forward again and lift it up to down dog. All right, you can walk your dog, moving it around a bit if you'd like to. Bending one knee and then the other. Remember, you're light here. You're pushing the mat away with your hands. You're lifting your belly up and back. So your hips are really hoisted, right? And what's keeping them up there? Your core muscles. All right. Bring the left foot in just a bit off center. Lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Push back. Drop your left heel toward the mat to open the back of the left leg. Okay, keep that leg lifted. Float forward. Let the torso float forward. Stop when the shoulders are over the wrists. Lift the belly. Push into the hands. And just stay here for a moment. Now press back again, lifting that right leg. Turn the hips and open them to the right. Lift the right ankle toward the ceiling. Feel the left inner thigh open. Lift it a little higher and a little higher. Press deeply into your left hand. Bend the knee, let the foot drop back, and now begin to circle it. Reverse the circle. Straighten that leg. Turn your hips toward the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Shimmy the left toes back. Keep that left leg nice and long. Nice, nice, nice. Come to the fingertips. Lift just slightly. So your torso is at the inside of your right thigh. Now push the hips forward and look forward. And now just roll back a bit, straightening that right leg just a bit. Come forward, bend the right knee, look forward. Straighten the knee, come back just a little bit, look down and then back towards your back foot. Come forward, right knee stops over the ankle, look forward. One more time, roll back. Look forward again here. Press into those left toes. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Take the left hand close to the right foot. Reach out with the right arm. Okay, listen up. Take that arm out to the side. Turn the palm up to the ceiling. Swing that arm behind you and to the left side of your mat. And if you can, bend the elbow and give yourself a bind here. And then turn your body to the right. Now, if you can't do that bind, It's okay to do the regular arm up to the ceiling. Release, take that right hand forward to the side of the foot. Drop the left knee and the top of the left foot. Walk the fingertips back. Lift the torso, press forward. Even more for the left hip flexor here. Straighten your right leg. Dig that heel into the ground. Push the back of that leg toward the floor. Toes up to the ceiling. Now bend the elbows and come down over it. Drop some of your weight over it. All right, dig in that heel. Feel that opening that runs from the right hip all the way to your right heel. Feel it behind your thigh, behind your knee, in your calves, and come forward here. Curl the left toes, lift that knee, turn the foot out to the side, come on up, warrior one. Okay, make sure you have your feet on different tracks here. Okay, take the left palm, turn it out, bring that arm down along your side. I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got that left arm just coming down on the side. Reach up with the right arm, sit a little bit more deeply into your base. Bend the arm, take the side of your head, and then gently take your right ear towards your right shoulder and listen, because your visual perception, you've got a different view here with the head to the side. You're going to have to really find a drishti for focus. Now, those of you who want more, you can bind that left arm behind you. Release the head. Release the right arm up to the ceiling. Okay. We're still in warrior one, right? Okay. Bring the left arm back with the palm turned inward. Come forward with the right arm. Okay. Come forward as that left arm behind you lifts. Now drop that right arm inside the leg, press them into one another, turn the torso, and lift that left arm up. Binders, this is a place you can bind. Release the bind. Left arm comes over your ear. Cartwheel it up to warrior two. Soften the shoulders, lift from the heart, and lift from the top of your head. Rotate that right palm up. It's going to come up and over. Reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg without locking that knee. Turn your hips to the left. You've just created a triangle right underneath you. And then you've got that torso at the top. So begin to pull toward the left fingertips and the right and the left. Get a feel of that torso getting really soft and mobile at the top of the triangle you've created, right? Now reach it all the way out to the right, drop it down. Left arm comes up. Those of you who want to bind your triangle, you can bind that top arm. Release the bind. Bring that arm over your ear. Bend your right knee until it's over your ankle. Turn toward the mat. Lift the right arm next to the left. Come on up. Warrior one. Turn the foot, the right foot, out toward the side of your mat. Okay. Line it up with the feet here. Get into a really nice wide V pose. Open the arms. Okay. This is a nice star pose here. Now hinge from the hips and just fall down from your star pose. Grab your ankles or your hands to your legs And then drop your torso upside down. Nice release for the head, the neck, the jaw. Really, really release. Now turn your head to the right, slowly, and then the left. Very fluid, smooth. And then chin to the chest and chin forward, like you're doing a tiny little nod. Now, hands under your face, arms are straight. Walk your hands forward. Okay, make sure those fingers are spread. Now, right here, I want you to push into every finger and into the outline of your palms, and then suction cup your palms. Feel that. Now, draw that energy up into the arms. And as you draw that energy up into the arms, lift your belly. Now, drop your head between your biceps. Look back there between your legs. And then press back. Another wide dog here. Now come forward. Walk your hands back. Okay, turn your right foot so it's facing the front of your mat. Left foot comes in. Now lift that left heel and shift the left toes so they're facing forward. Press the left heel back. Why not get the calf muscles since we're in such a good position? Let's get the calf muscles some more. Bend the knee here, the left knee. Right knee is bent too. Now straighten it and push the heel back. Bend. Straighten. I hope I remember everything on the other side. I'm doing a lot of new stuff, just kind of making it up. Straighten, bend, and straighten. Nice. Okay, let's move it into pigeon pose. We're right there. So you scoot your foot, your right foot to the side of your mat. You press the left leg straight back. And then you get nice and level with the hips. Level them to the floor. And then come on down. So stay inside. Feel it. Or, what you could do is you could experiment at the times when you leave your body when you're doing pigeon. Notice how the body feels different. I know that actually asks you to come back into the body, but notice that body there in the background and how it feels, and then come back into it and notice the new feeling when you're right there inside. And slowly lifting up, bringing the left leg forward, coming straight out of the hip with that leg. Right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. Right knee, press it to the ground. Sit up nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Okay, fingertips forward. Now scooch that left sitting bone back a bit and the heel, and then make your way over the leg. And then release completely into the pose. Just soften into it. Notice what parts of the body it's opening up. Notice your breath. Now really soften the right hip, the right glutes. Feel it soften, and then that right leg can be more relaxed. Feel it in the inner thighs. Feel it in the right lower back. And come on up. All right, take that right knee up. Take a hold of the shins, the right shin, excuse me, intertwine fingers. Now move that heel, that right heel is close to your right glutes as you can, your right butt. Hang on to it. Now, elbows out to the sides, straighten your torso, straighten it up, pull your navel back. Okay, now press the elbows straight down, squeeze them into your body, press your chest forward, feel the back, keep the neck relaxed, the chin down. Flex the left heel, so a lot going on inside here. Now wrap the left arm around that leg. Take the right fingertips behind you. Pull your navel back. Turn from the navel to the right. And release back to center. All right. Take it back to a tabletop. Curl the toes. Lift it up. Down dog again. Okay, so you can either walk your dog, right? Bend one knee and the other. Keep that belly lifted. Keep it pulled up and in. Okay, feel the hands on the mat. Don't miss anything. Get it all. Spine is upside down. Neck can relax. Drop your head. All right. Right foot comes in this time. Left leg lifts up. Push into the palms to draw your chest back toward your right thigh. Nice. Lift the left heel just a little higher. Work those glutes. And the thighs, you feel it? Now, those of you who want to, you can glide forward in this pose. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Keep your belly pulled up. And then bring it back and up again. Turn your hips to the left. Press more firmly into the right hand. Lift the left ankle to the ceiling. Feel the left inner thigh work and feel the right inner thigh open up. Bend the knee, let the foot fall back, and begin to circle the foot, getting little areas of tension out of the ankle. Reverse. Straighten that leg. Turn the hips toward the mat. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. Shimmy the right toes back. Come onto your fingertips. Look forward slightly. Push the hips forward. Feel it in the right hip flexor. Remember, you want to keep that right leg straight. Now straighten the left knee just a little, not a full pyramid, just a mini pyramid. Drop your head. Now come forward again. Knee over the ankle. Hip drops and then pushes forward for the hip flexor release. And then straighten the front leg. Everything shifts back. Drop your forehead. Another time. Knee comes forward. Press the hips forward. There's that right hip flexor. Take the right hand, bring it close to the left foot. Reach forward with the other arm. Push back with the right heel. Okay, take that arm out to the side and behind you. Turn your torso to the left. Oh, you can give yourself a bind here. That's what we did. You can bind this or not. If you're not bound, keep that arm up to the ceiling. Now take the left hand down next to the foot. You're facing your mat again. Drop the right knee gently. Top of the right foot gently. Okay, begin to straighten the left knee. Toes come up, heel digs into the mat, and the back of the leg pushes down to the mat. Hands come back so that the arms are nice and relaxed under the shoulders. And then hinge back with your elbows to drop some weight into that left thigh, opening up the hip, the back of the left thigh, excuse me, those hamstrings. Now walk it forward. Curl your left toes, lift the knee. Turn that foot out to the side, make space between the tracks of your right foot and your left foot, right? You need to balance. Come on up, warrior one. Warrior one with the left leg forward. All right. So the right arm drops this time, the left elbow bends, and we slowly take our head to the left. Or did we do it the other side? If I'm doing it if you did the other side of your neck last time, do the other one. Sorry, I can't remember which one I did. I think this is it. Yeah, yeah. You can even close your eyes, but it's going to be a little challenge if you close your eyes for a bit here for the balance aspect of it. And then release your head. Okay, release your left arm up. Okay, take your right arm back. And then reach forward with the left arm as the right arm's pulling back. Now drop that left arm inside the left leg, press them into one another, turn the torso, and bring that right arm overhead. And then over your ear. And then turn, no, actually, let's just cartwheel up, sorry. Cartwheel up, I'm gonna do it a different way here. Rotate the left palm up, drop the right arm. Yeah, let's reverse. Now going back to warrior two, reach out, pull your navel back, reach out to the left fingertips as much as you're reaching back toward the right fingertips. Sit more deeply into your foundation. Rotate that left palm up, right arm drops. Here we go. Left rib cage. And of course, we have this lateral stretch for the spine again. Back to warrior two, back where we were. Okay. Turn your left foot to the side of your mat. Look at the feet, make sure they're lined up and you've got a nice distance between them. Arms out to the side, and we're going to hinge down halfway. Looking down at the mat. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Push your palms up to the ceiling just a few more inches. Now drive both arms back, squeeze them together, turn the palms toward one another, and pulse them together toward each other. Pulse, pulse. Like that. All right, now release the arms, bring them forward and bring them down to the ground. Take that right hand under your face. Make sure the feet are facing forward or are toed in. Bend the right knee, push the right hip toward the right heel, lift the left arm. You may need to move that right hand over to the right a little more, since we bent the leg. Left hand comes down, probably about, not quite, maybe 10 inches from the other. Now bend the left knee. Send the right arm up. Now hands are together. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Round up into a squat pose. Okay. Keep those inner thighs open. Okay, keep the knees open. Sit down a little deeper. Soften the shoulders a little deeper. A little deeper. Now straighten the legs. Bring the arms out to the side. Sit deep. Arms come up overhead as the legs straighten. Bring them down to the sides. Here we go. Pulse right here. Slow and controlled. Belly's pulled back. Yep. Keep those outer thighs push back, knees push back. Nice. Arms overhead, and we're straight again. Bring it down. Bend the left elbow to the top of the left thigh. Bring the right over. Now sweep that right arm over in front of you. Now take that arm on the leg and the left arm comes over. Sweep that one. Pull the belly back while you sweep. Bring the right one over. Sweep. One arm comes over. Sweep. And you can bend your knees a little bit for this. Sweep. Sweep. Both arms come to the side. Lift. Turn your right toe facing forward. Left toe facing forward. Warrior one with the left foot leading. Come forward here. We're going to come into pigeon. Left. So walk that foot over, drop the knee. Right leg goes straight back. And drop into it. And lifting from the pigeon, take the right leg forward. Left knee is bent this time. Okay, flex the heel, draw it back with the sitting bone, and then begin to come over. Now, as you're coming down, you're pushing that left knee toward the ground, and you're trying to keep the spine straight. And then you get to this point, it's like, okay, I really can't do any more here. So now this is where you melt. Don't worry about keeping anything straight. Just drop down onto yourself here. Melt it right over that right leg. Now your breath, where is it? Feel the belly move here. And lift up. Taking the left knee up to the ceiling, making sure that right leg stayed in alignment. Clasping over your shin, elbows bent to the sides. Okay, just kind of bump, bump, bump that heel back. Get it as close as you can. Okay, elbows out to the sides. Now, here's where we do it in the torso, okay? We sit straight and tall, draw the navel back. Just think about pushing your shoulders down. Now, press your torso forward some more. Now squeeze your elbows into your body, squeeze them into your side, press your torso forward some more. So there's a lot of internal work here. Now wrap your right arm around that leg, send your left arm back, your torso still facing forward though, okay? Draw your navel back, turn your navel to the left for a nice spinal twist here. And release, bring it forward. Okay, now bring your feet together. Grab a hold of them. Your hands are at the tops of your feet, thumbs at the bottom. Okay, again, those elbows are bent to the sides, and you really concentrate on getting the torso nice and straight and strong. Then you squeeze your elbows into your body, push your shoulders down, take your chin to the chest, and you just lock it here. And release. All right. So come on into tabletop in order to just get up and take it to the center of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart or closer. Bend the knees a little bit and just melt over your thighs. Drop your head, your arms dangle to the sides. Let those wing bones get super heavy and drop. The right one, feel it sliding down toward the right, the left one toward the left. The space between them grows. Now soften the neck. Let gravity take your skull, your jaw. Breathing here. Swing the arms back, bring them forward. Swan dive as you hinge from the hips. Standing fold here. Monkey pose, extend. And refold. Bend the knees a little bit, swing the arms back, lift. Ready to waterfall, bend the knees, come down. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more, stay down. Yeah, just stay down here. Again, letting everything go. And then press into both feet equally and slowly begin to roll up. Arms come overhead. Namaste Mudra. Draw the navel back, drop your tail, soften that lower back. Bring the palms in front of you. Spread the fingers apart, press them deeply into one another. Shoulders are low, but they're working. Feel the upper arm muscles work as well. The hands, the wrists, right? Okay, keep pressing your hands just as deeply into one another as you roll your fingertips forward. And then you draw your inner wrists toward you, keeping the elbows away. How's that for a good wrist stretch? Oh, yeah. Now fingertips come up. Keep pressing the hands in toward one another. Don't give up on that. Now fingertips toward you, wrists away from you. There it is again. And then now soften that mudra to your heart. Drop your elbows. Forehead down to the fingertips. Release the back of your neck. All right. Okay, bringing it down to the floor. All right, crocodile pose. Chilling for a bit here. Okay, rest your head, feet are toed in. And then use that belly pressing into the ground to expand and open your lower back on every inhale. All right, so make sure your legs are no more than hip distance apart. Here, we're still in crocodile and your feet are toed in. All right, now your head is glued to your hands, so they go wherever your hands and your arms go. Here we go. Bring the arms up, bring both legs up. Make both legs really heavy. Don't activate them. Let the hips do the work. Hold it. 5. Soften the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, One, and drop back into your crocodile. Now come up into Sphinx pose. Take your elbows under your shoulders. Press your palms, elbows, and arms into the ground. Now, lift your chest and press it forward. At the same time you're pressing your chest forward, feel as if you're dragging your arms and your hands back. They're stuck in the mat, so you can't do it, but that's what you're trying to do. So you've got those two opposing motions that really, really tones the lower back. All right, soften, release your head. Bring it up again, back to Sphinx. Press down deeply into the mat. Hands, elbows, arms. Push the chest forward. Drag the arms back. Keep this isometric. Keep it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften and release. Come back down. Crocodile. Release. Deep breaths. Getting ready for cobra pose. Palms chest level. Okay, feet toed in, legs hip distance or closer. Draw those elbows in close to you. Now push them down towards your feet. Lift your pubic bone, round it towards your belly, drop it down, and here we go. Here we go. Use the back body to lift you. And then, of course, some of you will want to back bend if you feel like doing that tonight. And when you come back down, draw those elbows in toward you. Push the shoulders away from your ears. Keep the back of your neck long. Then kiss your forehead into the mat. Come up one more time. Another cobra. And come on down. Once you get down there, turn your head to one side, open the arms to the sides, flip the palms up, and you can open your legs a little wider. Now, very, very slowly turn your head to the other side, very slowly. Now head back to center. Come into table pose. Feel your table pose. Be present in this table pose. Curl your tail. Press back gently. A really, really nice, delicious one. Yeah, opening the lower back on the way down, stretching everything out here. Child's pose. So once you get down there, rearrange your arms, rearrange things so your shoulders feel absolutely nothing. So you might want to get the arms farther apart or bend the elbows some more. All right, and then prepare for Shavasana. All right, so find your breath if you haven't found it yet. That breath is your anchor to the present moment. And if you're truly in the present moment, that's the most peaceful place to be, right? No worrying about the past, no worrying about the future, just being here in this moment and in this breath. So just take these next 5 minutes or so to just be inside with yourself, right? I mean, we have all these relationships, all these connections with people, right? But the one that we are always with is the relationship that we have with ourselves, the connection we have with ourselves. So get comfortable being here with yourself, just with your breath, giving your time to just really wash the inner part of your body, to cleanse the inside. Stay with every breath. Be the partner of your breath. Okay, your breath is leading the dance. You're just following. You're the breath's partner in this dance. Let the breath take you. Feel the flow of your breath, the gentleness of your breath, and the depth of your breath. If you're breathing, you're alive, right? Breath is the definition of life. So just let that life flow through you. All right, so here is where you just sit in your inner peace and you simply be filling up so that when you go out into the world, right, you keep some sense of equanimity, some sense of peace that's always in there to tap into, right? And we have a lot of stuff come our way, a lot of stuff, unexpected and difficult times, but you just tap into that peace again and tap into your strength. All right, and we all have our own ways of coping, right? Right, like we can get really, really super controlling, or we can be, just kind of space out and kind of leave the scene. All sorts of different ways that we cope, right? With difficulties. Okay, and most of these we learned when we were a kid. Some of them we don't even realize we have, right? But they worked for us, and that's what we do. But if you can just come back to yourself, come back to your breath, just lock into the inside, feel your strength, your flexibility, Flexibility of mind is what I'm talking about. And now just follow your breath, one breath at a time. And sometimes you can use an image, right? Like, for example, you're the kind of this rock in a sea, right? This big, huge boulder in a sea that's sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. And there you are, all of this surrounding you. Maybe the waves crashing into you, maybe just smoothly ebbing and flowing. But remember, you're not the sea, you're the rock. And if in tonight's Shavasana practice, you'd like to put a prayer, a sankalpa, or an intention, you can do that now. Next exhale, release it. Find your breath again. Be with it. Find your inner peace. Experience it. And beginning to make your transition. And when you're ready, rolling to one side. And then very slowly, deliberately bring yourself to seated pose. No hurrying, no rush. And arms open wide, palms up. Inhale overhead. Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. Namaste. Okay. Thanks, everyone. So we are not going to have a break. The Tuesday class has a break because I am going to go out of town. My daughter is actually graduating. And but Thursdays will go up until like every Thursday from here on out till the end of December. And then there will not be live streams this summer, only in person. But if you're not on my mailing list, email me and get on it because I will have yoga in the parks pop-ups. So those aren't scheduled. For those of you who don't know, there's something where you get an email or you look on my yoga Facebook page and it's announced, and it's always weather dependent. And I usually schedule it about a week in advance, maybe about a week in advance or so.
Okay, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.